everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Eagles going up against the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Ezekiel Ansah able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Dre Archer. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now Brown. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the first... drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First down, Mariota. Allen here on the screen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Newton. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Green with a catch left side. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got some space here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down, Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mariota on first down. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Mariota now to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, off goes Newton, and on comes the Panther kicker, Harrison Butker, for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Buck Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So the D-line's going to spread out. A final shot before the break. Newton uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They go play action here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And the back goes into motion. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This one away by the punter, Dar. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They stay on the ground with Allen. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU, was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Mariota being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Mariota again. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is Archer. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Newton on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And able to find John Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First down, Mariota. Underneath to Allen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right near the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Breaks a tackle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do in this game is...
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
From the 50, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And Green with a catch left side. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executing well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be